I do think Survivor, I loved those Bickler records. I thought he had a great grit to his voice. He was just so good. But I do think they went to the next level with Jimi Jamison. And it's interesting you mentioned, like, because they are in that vein of Foreigner and Journey. There's no denying it. It's 1984 here. This was a year after Journey had released Frontiers. So to a degree, they were kind of like Journey had released Frontiers and toured Frontiers, and this came out a year after that. As we know, Perry went off on a solo mission. The year this was released with his Street Talk record. So Survivor at this point, with a new singer to rival Steve Perry, were almost picking up that mantle from Journey to kind of go for it. Journey have let it go for a little while. They're gone on hiatus. Take it over Survivor and go for it. With Jimi Jamison coming in your opinion, were Survivor as good as, or possibly even better than Journey at this point? Peter could write some incredible songs, and Frankie Sullivan could play a riff, in my opinion, at this point in his career, as good as Neil Sean. With the three of them, do you think they were as good as Journey at this point?
I would say, oh God, that's a tough one. Frontiers was my favorite Journey album.
Mm.
That album was just so strong, and there was some, you had the ballads that were so popular, but you also had some heavier stuff like Separate Ways and Edge of
Edge
the
of the Blade.
Blade, which I absolutely love, and to this day, every time I listen to it, it still gives me chills.
Mm.
Uh, Survivor, I don't think had that much of an edge as far as the heavier stuff. But
Right.
if we're talking about the ballady type songs and the mid tempo, um, rock songs, I would say they were equally as good. I can't say they were better. He
Yeah.
and Perry were, not the same kind of voices, but equally good. I mean, Perry had that more soulful, um, I guess blues.
R&B. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tinge to his voice, whereas Jamison was just more of a traditional rock guy. I don't know. I can't say I prefer one over the other, but they were both great singers. And of course, you have to throw Lou Graham into that conversation as well. Those three at that time, they were, in this genre, they were definitely the trio that other bands aspired to be.
Well,
Uh,
this was the same year, funny enough, that Agent Provocateur came out, which
right,
had
right,
obviously Foreigner's biggest song. So the three of them bands within that 83, 84 period were just on fucking fire. Like
right. Yeah.
writing songs, their lead singers were at the height of their powers. Um, I'm going to be honest. Over the years, in my opinion, with Jameson, particularly the records with Jameson, this one and the next one, he made two more with them. But between this record and the record after and record after, I'm not skipping any songs on any of these three records with Jimi Jameson, starting with Vital Signs. There's a couple of songs I might skip on a few of those Journey records.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know how I can say this, but I think Jameson and Survivor edge it over Journey for me. I know that's
That's a very bold
heresy,
statement. That's a bold statement for you. Because
heresy.
I know how much you love Journey and Foreign.
I love Journey and Foreigner, but this album, I'm just going to call it, is probably in my top three favorite records of all time. I love this record, and if you gave me a choice to listen to this record or if I was locked in a room and you said you can only listen to one thing for the rest of the time, this would be over any Journey record for me. That is such a
Wow.
I've built up a following on this channel because of Journey, but it's this one I'm afraid is Jameson and Jameson and the gang in this period of their career are just better than Journey for me. But I appreciate that's probably
And
heresy even to your ears.
well, no, part I can see why you're saying that. And on certain days, I would probably parrot that response because let's be honest, a lot of the Journey stuff I really don't ever need to hear again.
Right.
Because it's still to this day so played on the radio. Occasionally, I do still hear the three big, hits off of this album. Once in a while, I'll still hear them, pop up on the radio, which is a testament to how good they were,
Yeah.
considering how long ago this stuff came out and the fact that Survivor is not as much a household name as Journey or Foreigner. The fact that they do still play these songs at all is a testament to how good they were. But
Well, I agree, but and they probably weren't as not as well known as Journey. But over in Europe, Journey were never big in their heyday. They never
yeah,
break.
that's
They
what.
never played.
Yeah, I remember you and Lee both saying that.
Where so everyone knew who Survivor was by the sheer strength of that big song they had with "Eye
Yeah,
of the Tiger."
yeah, yeah.
Don't Stop Believin didn't come over here until effectively The Sopranos, right?
Okay.
So that's why it surprises me so much that Journey, with one original member left, can go out and tour, which I'm happy with, can go out and tour joint gigs on a stadium gig. Survivor had such a big hit that the Dogs on the Street know, and they couldn't sell out to more than a country fair at this point. It
Yeah,
flabbergasts me that they could not
yeah,
put a lineup together, considering Sullivan and Peterick are still alive, and so is Dave Bickler. You know, if you could put a proper marquee together, relaunch that band even for one gig, they, they should not be in a position where they couldn't sell out a country fair. It's crazy to me. That is
yeah.
crazy.
Love was right before my